right now in Ghana, opo mu omo bu afu a cocoa farmers.
Mo machime, mo kume, ya mo pano, monya, ya bre, okiafo ya bre, e nkasasa.
Na wiai kra de ayekese, ato forcing finance minister akoye press conference. Na press conference no ase no the new prices for cocoa ebetu dia. Cocoa no price no ankoso na mom abafom.
Effective today, Thursday, 12 February 2026. The new producer price for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop season will now be 41,392 Ghana cedis per ton and 2,587 Ghana cedis per bag.
Why dare you? Me and me brano. Why dare you? Ade.
Abafom from 3,625 cedis to 2,587 cedis. And no energy say yes to say new cocoa price. Na cocoa farmers ankasa de omedwa because na say yen sema ba say omo cocoa no omo de kwa yen timi ntwe omo ka cocoa na wo na cocoa board ntimi nto ehun sensem de ano de na omo ankasa de ama omo buofu kese a omo gina so say omo say NDC in opposition and some omo kaye
me peda me ka kira mo inde President Mahama se men ka kira mo de oyanyame na duma NDC baba bem na ye ba bem cocoa no ye botum papa bi ma akoma atomo yem
a Greek minister and some more kaye
Honorable Tinka Panka 9,700 no send a city to
in fact Bunibano me can say a bina nyadi kran kon for 3,007 non for 6,000 emekuanino per bag because
Tinka cocoa kwenino ne bag na abayin kotono bag anto bag back no 60 million.
Yes.
I just want to say, cocoa no bank or mobile peg and around base 6 to 7,000. No more the cocoa farmers. At forcing, I be didn't come much as a and somebody about say a cocoa price no or much so at the upper form. Obi and so at the home come on.
A sweeping reform, sir, buying at the Eba cocoa sector here in Ghana. But the most important announcement, and any public brina air share nim and it's a cocoa board. I crowd say on beto cocoa na akano. Na omobetwa buobain omode kwa koto mokaya last week or so many cocoa board communications manager Eddie Nkomo, and after the interview me to just say abayin ewo two options. The first option would be say abayin beka say world market price no a drop it from $8,000 to somewhere around $4,000. Inti abayin so beti eboa na omo announce ma cocoa farmers last year September na abayin ebete so. And now say abayin beka so okay yente so ye beto no at the same price. Na difference no abayin be pesca the etia difference na ebe because all turn at the same price any year e kabe but there will be a hole inti abayin ebe pesca they are fixed. And government has opted for the first option, which option is to reduce eboa or modibeto cocoa and free cocoa farmers. So the producer price review committee Esia Diatuja minister announced say effective in Thursday 12th February 2026 the new producer price for cocoa for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop season is October 2025 in year kasayina we are still in that crop season. Baba Kaya, October 2025, no, abayin the announcement buy. Say, omobeto a price per cocoa bag, 3,228. Later, ena abayin ebabe tumu kakra call 3,625 Ghana cedis per bag. Interno no modi atwa up until now. Ena NA abai chema because of challenges are abanintino. Sisia price per ton no a free 58,000 Ghana cedis aba 41,392. What did that mean? They say price per bag sisia and sisia sika abai eko tuyama cocoa farmers. Edia to cocoa akano eye 2,587 Ghana cedis per bag. 2,587 Ghana cedis per bag. It is a cocoa farmer. A bois, see, I was a share nim. 2,587 Ghana cedis. And on in Samoa, finance minister at the Atuja.
And only the Obi kind, the NTM, Ato Forcing, a finance minister, and Sama or the Abatuja, the new cocoa price. Cocoa, no, you have to say who at the Abafom.
Effective today, Thursday, 12 February 2026, the new producer price for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop season will now be 41,392 Ghana cedis per ton and 2,587 Ghana cedis per bag. Today, if you go to Abidjan, it is obvious that their price is far lower than that of Ghana. And that is why now we are not even seeing our cocoa going to Abidjan. The farmer has no incentive to smuggle the cocoa to Abidjan. For if care is not taken, we'll see reverse smuggling rather coming into our economy. And this morning, for example, it was quite intriguing from particular data that came to my attention. The previous crop year, Volta and OT sold to Ghana Cocoa Board 97 tons of cocoa. The same period this year, this crop season, they've sold 2,500 metric tons of cocoa. All because the price today here in Ghana is far expensive than that of the Togo Republic. And so there's no incentive. The question is it that cocoa is coming from Togo to Ghana? Or is it that, as we speak, because our farmers do not have incentive to smuggle it, it's now staying for Cocoa Board to be able to mop up? But let me say that the reality is the reality. The reality today is that our beans are very expensive, and buyers are not buying it. And obviously because there is no point when the world market price is an average of $4,200 per metric ton to buy your cocoa at $7,200 per metric ton. Certainly there's no incentive, and this is something that we have to live with. And so, yes, the reality is that after careful revision of the situation, the Producer Price Review Committee came to that conclusion that something needs to be done. But being mindful of the impact on the farmer, as the chair of the Producer Price Review Committee and a strong advocate for cocoa farmer, we push so that the cocoa farmer gets 90% of the producer price for $4,200 at the prevailing exchange rate. So that is the reality, and we need to save the industry. We need to make it sustainable. But let me conclude by saying this. Unfortunately, in the past, when prices of world market price of cocoa moved up, unfortunately, the cocoa farmer did not benefit. It is a fact. When the exchange rate depreciated, the cocoa farmer did not benefit. And so it is only fair for the cocoa farmer to raise concerns. It is only fair. But never again should this practice be allowed to persist. Never again. And so to stem that and to allow the cocoa farmer to benefit from future rise in the world market price, we are going to propose in the law that will be sent to Parliament that there should be automatic price adjustment. And automatic price adjustment, the cocoa farmer will receive a minimum of 70%. So it doesn't matter where the world market price is. It will now be a law. And it doesn't matter who is the chief executive of Cocoa Board. He or she cannot have the power to cheat the cocoa farmer. And so going forward, the cocoa farmer will be protected, and that is the essence of some of the essence of what we address today. So that will be addressed, and the cocoa farmer will be fine. Thank you very much. Variation in crop forecasts typically vary between 5 to 15%. Hence, a deviation of 45% was unprecedented and unacceptable. This resulted in a huge rollover contract of about 333,767 tons at an average price of $2,700 $661 per ton. This resulted in a loss of over $1 billion United States dollars, which would have gone to the cocoa farmer or other stakeholders. In 2024, Cocoa Board could not pay the final tranche of the syndicated loan, which was due in July 2024, and received a $70 million United States dollar bridge finance from the Ministry of Finance to avert a default. Despite a commitment to repay the $70 million bridge finance owed to the Ministry of Finance, Cocoa Board defaulted, highlighting the dire financial strait of the organization at the time. This debt has since been inherited by the current administration and the current management of the Ghana Cocoa Board. Now I will take you to the proposed reforms. A careful, and I won't say proposed reforms, these are reforms that I'm going to implement immediately. A careful review of the cocoa sector over the last 8 years revealed gross mismanagement, which requires immediate and comprehensive reforms to address the challenges in the sector. Cabinet has therefore decided on the following reforms to guarantee a fair price to the cocoa farmer, secure the financial viability of the cocoa sector, and ensure the long-term sustainability of the cocoa industry. To bring relief to unpaid cocoa farmers, Cabinet has accordingly directed the Ghana Cocoa Board to commence immediate repayment of all affected cocoa farmers.
Eno ene chese the new cocoa price ene ato force in finance minister e de abatuja we cocoa price no from 3,625 cedis to 2,587 cedis. Eno ene the new cocoa price. Aha Dowona TV. Chwadwen comment section.